Welcome back, everyone, to Pentakill Pre-Season 3 Scouting Grounds. I'm your host, King of the Draft, Depression, Maine, casting alongside Volaren and the Twin. And we're also scouting for Season 3's draft. These games will be played with no bans and no scores kept. We're just watching, scrimming, and learning how these guys can do under pressure. Let's take a look at some of these picks.
Holy shit, that's a lot of energy right off the bat. That's
yeah.
awesome.
And
Right.
a lot of energy in this draft, curiously enough. So we have a few new names on these teams for Season 3. On the blue side, we've got Ledgy in mid lane. And also, curiously enough, that's Nolbay at support.
Yeah.
I guess Mega Beast wanted to play some AD carry, trying to show off his stuff, and, you know, Nolbay plays bot lane, so why not?
Yeah,
support?
Mega Beast played support last season, I believe.
Yeah, and Rithma is in the AD carry position rather than his usual mid lane. That's always interesting. Invisaa is probably going to be bullying top lane, as he usually does. Let's see, what else can we expect here? I think we're going to see a lot of shenanigans here.
Does Invisaa play top?
He definitely substituted in a few times for top lane.
Okay.
I know his Jax was a menace a couple of times, and I've seen him play Kennen at least once.
I mean, it's probably just for this scrim, right? These aren't necessarily.
Yeah, these
the
might
roles
just
that are
be,
going
you know, some
playing.
mechanics tests, and I think we'll also be seeing just a little bit of some substitution picks as well, just to get a feel for how these guys can mismanage themselves, as it were.
Yeah, they're probably putting priority on new players like Toba Jal. I don't know how to say that one, but yeah, that's new player to the league, as well as Miss MS or MSMS.
Yeah, let's go with MSMS.
MSMS, yeah. I will say, so this is something that I know a little bit of. Rithma's playing Zaya, and he's got Airy. That's something that was popular for about 3.5 days. You go Airy Zaya, and you build lethality, and you just poke with her Q, and you max Q and poke. She had a super high win rate, and it was nerfed immediately. It was hot fixed last week. So I don't know why he's pulling it out.
Probably just to say that he can.
Because it doesn't. I mean, you can still do it, but it's just not that great.
Nolbay out here bullying everybody already.
Yeah. Oh, the hook narrowly misses.
He's
Nolbay
coming
taking
out
a lot of
fast.
damage, but
There's
with the
heal
heal and the
flash
level
forward,
2,
doesn't do very much damage. Nice.
Oh, at first blood.
MF didn't have to flash. That's good.
Mega Beast just getting carried a little bit there. Nolbay clearly knowing what he's doing, kind of guiding his team out here. He is the captain of this team and also another team for the Season 3 draft coming up here. So he is definitely on lookout for people that he meshes well with.
Also, incumbent champion.
Yes.
That's, you know.
Yes, he
just
did
won. He
win
comes off a
Season
fiery
2.
win.
but on the other side, you got Invisaa in the top lane. Also, one of the 5 horsemen.
That's true.
Also a captain.
So what you're saying is this is gonna show if support or top is more impactful. That's what you're
Correct. That is what we were saying. And or if
like
people
that.
like Nolbay or Invisaa better. And just like that, Nolbay is picking up a second kill for his lane. And it looks
saying.
like...
It looks like mid's getting a nice little gank too.
Yeah, Malzahar's pretty caught out there. No amount of flash is going to save him there. And he reserves it for his next fight.
Nice gank from Bry Guy, and Ledgy playing it well.
Ledgy's new too, right? That's not just me.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's Ledgy, Tobajal, and MSMS are all new.
Perfect. Yeah. Not this has been a really bloody game so far. 3 kills in the first 4 minutes. Lots of action. We're seeing a little bit of invasion from both junglers here, going back and forth. Obviously, blue side playing towards bot lane and mid, and red side trying to farm up a little bit quicker. Let's see if Tobajal can sort of make an impact here in the mid stage of the game. and we'll see how he does with now the added pressure of being down 3 kills and 2K gold.
That blue team is genuinely really scary. I think Echo's a super strong pick. I think MF is insanely strong. Sejuani's insanely strong, and Nolbay on Thresh is sure to get some picks. So
For sure.
with the lead that they already have, I think they're in a really good spot.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, go ahead.
Interestingly enough, top lane actually, I think favors Mundo. Even though Kennen's a lane bully, Mundo can survive any amount of kind of harass and poke and actually give it back quite well. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I worry for Mundo's safety in the later stages of the game, as Kennen can be quite devastating to team comps depending on how much of a flank he is allowed to have and given vision.
I think Invisaa heard you talking shit. He immediately starts poking him down under his own tower.
Yeah, if he hadn't taken that turret shot, I would think they may be setting up for a dive here, but it could be really risky. Especially getting close to 6.
I think you'll see everything calming down a little bit as everyone gets 6, and then they'll probably pull the trigger again.
Except for probably bot lane, where Nolbay will probably attempt to dive as often as possible in order to try and tilt Rithma here. Ooh, big damage from that misfortune. Hate to see that if you're Xayah.
Ledgy doing really well. I'm
Jesus.
pretty certain this is not a nice forces flash, not a lane that you want to be in as Echo, but after that one gank, I think he's just in a really good spot.
For sure,
Echo's
even with Talia there.
And now after 6, he's got the ultimate. I think getting to that point is maybe a little scary, your melee, but now he can just safely do whatever he wants. He can go really hard, just press R, get back to safety.
For sure. No level disparities in the jungle just yet. Pretty much everybody doing well. Nolbay's actually down a level despite being so far ahead in gold. I'll pull that up for you guys to see here. There's about 400 gold ahead.
He's coming in through the river here with Sejuani, though. Sejuani flashes, gets sidestepped. Xayah flashes away, dodges the hook, moves into that spot, but nobody misses the flay, and she might be able to just walk away.
MSMS is going to flash just for safety there.
That was nice.
And,
unfortunately, blue team misses literally every single CC.
That's definitely going to hurt Nolbay's chances of getting drafted.
They got both flashes. You know, you could still, they're too tanky, still got the flashes, it's all good.
Yeah.
Try again next time.
It's going to be tough for them if Sejuani remains around bot side with those 2 flashes down. I guess we'll see what Brian chooses to do. But, I mean, when you have a winning lane, you know, especially with stuff like Thresh Lantern, and there's so much setup, you can probably pull off dives too if they have an idea where Talia is.
Well, even without that, I think Echo's strong, Misfortune's strong. Once you're 6, there's one, you just push in bot lane and you go, okay, we can dive or we can go do dragon.
Yeah, it looks like Echo's headed down for the dive. Nolbay getting a little bit ahead of the play.
Echo like going in, the TP comes out.
Here they go. Misfortune ult, and just blows them up. Echo getting both of those kills. Very clean.
Ooh, a flash forward and
double
Kennen
teleport
to pick up the kill on Thresh.
Yeah, Invisaa getting a little bit of revenge there. A nice shutdown going in favor of Invisaa.
No use of the Malzahar ult. He might not have had an opportunity.
This might be bad. Don Helsing, being a little cautious here. And yeah, he is just caught 2 against 1 there. No flash, no way of escaping. Very clean by Brian and Ledgy there. And that is going to be the first dragon going over to them. They can freely do this, even with the vision there.
And a 4-0 Echo at 9 minutes. That's super
is
scary.
going to be scary, yeah.
I ban Echo almost every game, either Echo or Yuumi. If I ever see either of those in my games, I get tilted.
Yep, I am the same way. I ban either Echo or Alawi. Big plays coming out of him here. Definitely the way he wants to convey himself for pre-draft here.
Oh. Misfortune's alone.
Nolbay's
I will
hovering.
say, so for the red team though, you do have Kennen, really really good at team fighting. He's got a kill under his belt. He's doing well. Xayah is really really good at team fighting. Even if she's behind, she uses the ult. She can get out of anything, engage wise. They've got Lulu that even if she doesn't get out, she still won't die immediately. Malzahar helps incredibly for like picks and counter picks and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, they're behind in gold, but they're not out of it yet.
For
Xayah
sure.
pulls the E, gets the root, gets the kill.
And now
There it
this is the first time we're seeing Talia in a combat, immediately
Yep.
coming in, making a perfect ultimate, and getting
was
2
beautiful.
kills right off the bat. Excellent mid-game play there by Tobajal.
And at the same time, Mundo says, I'm not out of the game either. He just starts running down Kennen a little bit, saying, this is still my lane.
Yep, and he has been keeping even in farm, even though he's been under tower pretty much the whole game. And given that one free wave while Kennen teleported bot lane, he is taking advantage of that.
Echo doesn't want red team to think that they're too close
Oof.
in the game, though. He's gonna keep
Malzahar
pressing his
flashes, and it
advantage.
just doesn't matter. Echo has so much sticking power.
Yeah.
Now, looking at some CS differences, mid lane is up 20, but we expect that 80 carry difference is 20 in favor of Misfortune here as well. So we're
There you
seeing
go.
some pretty massive gold differences coming out of the bot lane, almost 1,000 up on the Misfortune, and we have almost 1,500 on the Echo. We have 400 in favor of Talia
Oh
in the
my
jungle, actually,
God.
and just absolute domination coming out of this mid lane Echo.
That is so upsetting to watch. I mean, so Xayah, Lulu avoid a gank. They use their ultimates. That's exactly what I was talking about, what you want to see. They can just get out of that scot-free. Malzahar dies mid to Echo. Doesn't use his ult, don't know why. And in his absence, Talia tries to cover his lane and just gets run down like an animal. And Echo, 6 kills on the board, 80 CS. That's really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, he is sitting on 5k gold already. That is 2 legendary items, assuming he buys them. Yeah, he's already got full boots. He went Corrupting Pot. He's got the Dark Seal fully stacked. He's also buying Vision for his team. He's really giving us a really good show for what he can do.
For any other mid laner here, I say, okay, well, yeah, that's fine. But in a team fight situation, Malzahar presses R, and you're okay. You can get things done. But Echo says, I see your R, I raise you mine. And I don't think he's gonna die to a Malzahar R.
Tobajal
anytime
playing this
soon.
actually really well.
Yeah.
A lot
Ooh,
of
a nice
patience
little
shown
snipe.
there. Nice snipe. Nolbay is just dead. Invisaa is trying to pull this back in favor of him. And here comes the ult. Probably a little bit prematurely. He gets slowed down by the Echo. The Echo is going to get his team out of there, as Nolbay is the only casualty in that team fight. Good lane swap, I think, here, giving Invisaa the chance to roam a little bit better, and also keeping Don Helsing a little bit safer in the top lane against the Mundo, who is not going to let him go idly. There's the ult, and it is not enough to save him, as that Mundo just bulks his way through it.
Oh, I just realized I was a little bit ahead of you. I apologize.
Now 0-4 on the Malzahar, Sejuani 0-0-3 showing up here in the mid lane against the Invisaa. Oh, Sejuani ult is in, the CC comes down, Echo is back in the fight, and Sejuani's going to try and run down Kennen. And Tobajal
guys.
just providing enough poke.
Get
At this
out.
point, I will be jumping out of the cast. It's been fun,
Have a good one.
but
Good
see you guys
luck.
later.
All right. Well, now objective is coming up. You can have Dragon, and red team needs to think about how they can just stop the bleeding. Just get a little bit of gold in their pockets so that when blue team overextends a little bit, tries to get a little cocky with their dives, they can stop it, shut it down, get some more money.
For sure. I think playing around the Kennen Malzahar combination might be a good way for them to sort of slow this game down. You have to respect that Malzahar has an ult. You have to respect that Kennen and Lulu can pose a very dangerous threat to anybody in the game. And, playing around that with Xayah perhaps as a scout, grabbing some extra information with her ultimate could be very beneficial to, you know, pulling this game back in their favor. They're only down 3k gold. They're only down 5 kills in a dragon.
We might see a fight down bot here.
Yeah, it looks like...
The Juani ult is not up, so they don't have that, but Misfortune ult
Echo
in
diving back,
that little area.
Talia is just deleted, and Lulu is quick to follow. Invisa's out here trying to stop the bleeding, but he is on the run, and Dwist TP's in to just run him down. Rhythma onto the tower. Let's see if he can survive. He ults to get away, and Echo gives up, but not quite. He's going to hold her onto the tower here while the rest of his team goes and grabs the dragon. Malzahar pushing the top lane in an attempt to get some of that gold back in their favor with the wave.
I would say that it's falling apart, but that would
insinuate that they had it together here.
Yeah, had exactly, and I don't think it's happening. Rhythma is doing that, you know, Eclipse Xayah build, which, especially when you're behind, just does not do enough. Right now they need to, you know, stop the bleeding, get money, and hope that they can carry through late.
They're re-racking themselves here in the bot lane, but Shelly's pushing down mid, and Tobajal cannot hold off this Echo by himself, and he knows that. So a lot of respect being shown here, except by Invisaa. Yeah, Invisaa just kind of goes golden to save himself a few more seconds and trying to get himself out, but it is not going to be enough, it looks like here, as Brian runs him down there.
And Echo's just going to go on the back again.
Yeah, again, just murderizing this team.
Oh my god. Sejuani ult comes out. Lulu ult's going to come up. I don't think it's enough. Xayah goes down. Lulu goes down.
Wow.
There's nothing on the map.
They are running a clinic
towers,
out here. Malzahar hiding in the top side of jungle.
All right. I think I'm also being called the way. So I'm going to let you close this one out.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. All right, Depression Main solo cast begins now. So we definitely have some bleeding here to staunch on red side. We are down 12 kills and 6,500 gold. You know, most of that being in the mid lane. A lot of that also being in the 80 carry. These carries are just absolutely dominating. We have some in favor of all the other lanes as well. All 5 lanes just being the difference here. I think the way that we see, you know, MSMS and Tobajal being introduced, perhaps we needed some stronger voices on the team, or perhaps, you know, we need to see more teamwork coming out from these guys. But, you know, definitely seeing some struggling against the newcomer Leggy, who is currently legendary and 9-0 with the 700 gold shutdown, fully stacked Medjai's, almost, you know, an item and a half up on his lane opponent. And we're seeing this game really going in favor of Nolbay's blue team here. We've got a few minutes left on the dragon. Shellys are both dead for the remainder of the game here, so we are just waiting on something new to happen, and it looks like we might see something in both bot lane and top lane as Nolbay hooks, but is caught out. And he is just getting caught and destroyed, and that is exactly what you want to see if you are Invisaa's red team here. Definitely going to see some punishment coming on the top side, but Don Helsing's actually getting some good distance and buying some time until he gets caught by that Echo, slow and just blown up. Now 10-0 on the Echo. He is just running a clinic on this team here. Again, this game was done with no bans, so we didn't see any corrections there. They did ban Rammus on blue side because I'm casting the game, and Rammus is one of my go-to junglers, so they had to make sure. But I assure you the blue team did get a yellow card for that, and Nolbay will be getting talked to after the game. Tobajal out here trying to slow down this Mundo. Red team really just trying to farm up as best they can and get some big shutdowns. Now, we're still down 12 kills, still down about 6k gold. Honestly, I'm looking at how blue team tries to close out this game and how red team tries to keep cool under pressure here. As somebody that is going to be picking from these pools of players, aside from Nolbay and Invisaa, who will be also picking from these pools of players, I'm thinking, you know, I want to hear about this post game. Who's being cool under pressure? Who's stepping up to the plate? Do we hear voices coming out of red team to try and call out these things, or are people getting tilted? What's happening in the game that is who's playing what role in the anti-tilt, the honor department of the game? And obviously, blue team has got some pretty good communications across the board. We've got some setups and great vision control by blue team here. Excellent, really, on the mechanics standpoint from just about everybody. We saw some questionable plays from Nolbay early on, but nothing too drastic. We see Tobajal trying to scrap with Dwitz again, but Dwitz is just going to say, I'm Mundo, and let's give you a stat check here, as Invisaa is late to show up to try and save him, and just gets melted himself here as Brian steps up to the plate, stun, lock, and killed. And you can't contest a Mundo that's gotten ahead. He will stat check you, and he will make you feel foolish. Dragon up now in the bot side of things as the second Shelly is spawned, using that to knock down the second tier top tower, going towards second tier, or third tier inhibitor tower here, as Rift is going to try and slow that while Dragon goes over to blue side. Definitely getting dove here to the two tanks. You can't do much to stop that as Rhythma. Lulu here now to start giving him some boosts, but he's just not doing a lot of damage. Let's see if we can see some control. Excellent play there to just punish the overstay from Dwitz and Brian there. Brian is going to hop out and get to safety, though. Echo in the mid lane here, only being contested by apparently Kennen, but Malzahar is around the corner. I want to see how I want to see this blue team check their egos, take what they can get one at a time, just like that, blow up the jungle, clear the vision, play it nice and clean, but you've got to apply pressure. That vision really showing that you can do what you want when you've got the vision, and red team needs to work on clearing that out, needs to work on pushing forward, needs to work on resetting their mental, either prepping for next game, just brushing it off as you got outplayed, or they need to buckle down into this one, start roaming as 5, start shutting people down with that Malzahar ult, with the Kennen ult to follow, with the Lulu ult. Take your losses, trade your 1-for-1s, win those big shutdown scraps, and we'll see if that actually happens here within the next few minutes as Echo dives again with there's the Malzahar ult. Lots of damage coming down, but it is not going to be enough as that Echo still has ult to get away if needed, and is just so powerful. 12-0, almost fully stacked on the Magi's, 24 out of 25 stacks there. Invisaa now showing up to contest that while the blue team is routing onto the Baron. No vision, so there's no way that red team can contest this at all. We don't see any pings coming down from either side onto the Baron, so perhaps we will... Oof. That is a rude awakening there, as they will probably reset and then look to end the game with that. Now late game, we are down 13k in favor of blue side. We are looking at 5k gold lead on that Echo. 70 farm up. That is an absolute clinic being run by Leggy here. A great misfortune. Several of the characters go golden, and the game is FF'd on red side. GG.